G'day everyone, my name is Moltrosity, and in the background of this video you're going to be seeing my 100th Warzone win, and I'm going to be breaking it down every single step of the way to see what I did right, what I did wrong, how we got the win, and that type of stuff. So I've done this with a solo when I drop in and I spectate random. This is actually my own gameplay, so I'm going to be critiquing it a little bit more because obviously, you know, it's my gameplay. So as you can see here, I split it on hangers. This is a pretty regular drop for me and the guys. I'm playing with a couple of my American buddies at the moment. Normally, I've got a squad that I play with in OCE. So just trying to be toxic in the beginning, beam this guy out of the sky. But hangers is an excellent job. You're always going to come out with a loadout pretty much like 90 to like 80% to 90% of the time. So as you can see here, I get a bit kill hungry, and it's a good thing that these guys only had pistols. Otherwise, I was totally boned. I say here for my mate to come and help me out, but yeah, I end up not dying, which is good. So I'm running over. We managed to get through to the contract. So if you can spawn on a scavenger, now just be aware in quads it's going to be extremely, actually, to be honest, in any game mode, it's going to be extremely sweaty landing on a scavenger. Bounties, probably not so much. Recon, you're not going to have much action at all. But anytime you land on a scavenger within quads or trios, duos, or solos, there's going to be like 4,000 million people. So be prepared with your pistol whipping skills to beat some people down with your X16, I think the pistol is called. So as you can see here, we're jumping through the scavenger as well. One other thing to note as well is if in the beginning one of your team goes down as well and they win that gulag, make sure they come back before you get the third scavenger, because if you get the third scavenger before they're back, they don't get that extra money. But if all 4 team members are back, you all get that money further towards you getting a loadout. So the first thing that you want to be doing within quads is make sure that you're getting your loadout as soon as you possibly can. Now within buyback quads, if you want to be extremely sweaty, you can land straight on the buy, get your loadout, and have no buybacks, and then if you die, you're all dead. There's no gulag, and that's it. End of the game. But if you're a decent enough player and you all think that you can manage to kill a bunch of enemies to get your 4,500 back, then feel free to jump on a buy as well. So I always spotted this plane here. This game I didn't because I was trying to sweat that other guy, but this is my regular drop within trios and quads when I'm playing with the boys, and also when I'm playing with some other guys as well. Always regularly drop on that plane. There's always seems to be a chest in there, always seems to be a plate, and I end up being able to beam a couple of people as well. So yeah, like I said before, first priority is the loadout. Second priority is looking at where the circle is to seeing where you need to rotate. So from here, and the prisons are kind of rotating more towards dam or across the thing, you need to make sure that you're rotating early on and that you're not straggling behind, because the last thing that you want to be doing is rotating on that giant airfield between here and those, I don't know what the houses are called across the road, but the last thing you want to be doing is rotating over that frozen lake, or the last thing you want to be doing is rotating over that frozen lake to the left as well towards dam. So we get our loadout here, chuck it on that's another thing as well, chuck it on the top. If you chuck the loadout like in here, like we did just there, it'll spawn on the top, and you can actually get your loadout through the roof as well. That's another tip if you guys didn't know that. So I think the loadout that I go with this class is the Bruin Mac 10. Now the Bruin, it's actually pretty viable still within Warzone. Didn't get as crazy nerfed as everyone thinks it does. It does have a pretty heinous aim down sight time, which you can see as I'm kind of testing within the gameplay at the moment. I'm like, oh, that's some pretty horrible aim down sight time, but it's still pretty decent. The 60 round got nerfed into the ground hard, so don't bother using that. It's not really going to be that viable for you. Use the 100 round, using the VLK. You can use the tac laser as well, but I'm also using the recoil, anything with recoil control basically on it. I'm using the Ranger. If you can't handle the horizontal recoil all that well, I'd recommend using the Commando foregrip. But for me, on most of my guns, I can kind of handle the horizontal because I'm on PC now. So probably most likely going to be running with a Ranger. Unless it's on an SMG, then I definitely run with the Merc foregrip for that added hip fire bonus. So as you can see here, one of my teammates goes down in the middle here. I can't remember where he got sniped from, but you just kind of trying to see if it's, top red or if it's top green next to us. Because the one thing that you don't want to get domed on, so you can see there's 2 little cubbies. There's also a guy sniping from top green over here. I think that's a guy on electrical, but I don't know what that is. Managed to not get a shot off there. Have 4 bullets. And the thing that you want to be doing as well in quads is you want to be making sure you're sticking as a team. Unless you all have like 3-4 KDs and you can kind of go off and do your own thing, you know, like similar to like, you know, Nick Merckx or Tim the Tapman or Biffle or any of those, you know, high quality players there. I would recommend sitting as a team. I down this guy. Obviously, I can't get the finish because he's sitting on top of a building there. Guys goes into top white. Tango goes to try to get that finish. If you've got a precision and a cluster as well, that also negates them putting the res on the teammate as well. So if you down someone in a quad or in a trio, heck, even in a duo, and you want to be really toxic, or you want to just get that real snappy kill so you can push the last guy with your duo, trio, or quad as well, make sure you chuck it directly on them. There's going to be no way that they're going to be able to res, unless it's they're kind of right near a building, then there's no real point doing it, unless you kind of get that arch. So if you get an arch with a precision airstrike into a building, you can actually get the precision like through the building here. So this building in front of us, is I put the precision in there, the precision would come from the right hand side and go from there. Now this guy killed Tango, was sitting in a corner like a little rat, managed to kill him. Doo Sticks, level 100, prestige 1. Actually, that would be prestige 2, I think. See the quad here, just kind of sussing out just to see where that guy could be. Trying to get some high ground as well, so I'm going top peach. We still haven't completed the scavenger, which we really should have to get that loadout as quick as we possibly could. So that's one of the errors that we have during this game. We didn't get the scavenger quick enough. We already have our loadouts though, so there's no real dramas there, but we could have also gotten Ghost. But the free loadout will actually drop within about a minute, so not too much of a drama there. So nothing too crazy. So Cathedral gets a kill here. I think I mount up here to try to kill these guys in the chopper. I think I might get an armor break from memory. Yep, get an armor break, and I was like, oh man, he's literally won. I think I screamed it out as well. Guy spawning in at titties on that res just there. Mark it on purple. There's 2 of them. Oh man, this guy was literally one shot as well. No, I think I broke armor on that guy. Yeah, broke armor on that guy. There's another guy in the white. He's going across. Downed him. Get that finish. Easy breezy. So as you can see, the Bruin is actually still pretty viable. I think, yeah, no, I don't get that second guy. That should have been, if I had more than 7 bullets, I probably would have kept shooting, but because I was beaming that heli before, and now I have 27 bullets overall, so, but there's usually heaps of ammo. This guy that I killed before would have had some ammo for his AI as well, so I grabbed that guy's ammo, and then I also grabbed this guy's ammo over here, so there's no real dramas. Also, I got a Bruin, I've got 100 bullets, I'm not too kind of fussed about wasting my ammo, and most people in quads will be running an AR anyway, so it's not too much of a drama. And if worst comes to worst and you end up, shooting a bunch of guys and you don't get your ammo back, you can just ask your teammates for ammo and then go from there. Or you can buy a munitions box. I think that's 6,000 from memory, maybe 5,000, somewhere around that ballpark. But we do also have a munitions in there as well that I could see. Now, another thing that you want to be doing if you don't have any ammo as well is make sure that you're running a fully loaded class for your AR and also for your SMG. If you want to run it for your sniper as well, feel free, but I noticed that a lot of people in BR tend to be running snipers now. There's kind of like a sniper meta going on at the moment, so not really the best to be running a sniper with fully loaded. I mean, you could get one of your teammates to do it as well, or have one player with that going, but there's that many, gun shops around the map. You don't really need to be running sniper. Also, because if you pick your sniper shots well enough, you're not really going to be running out of ammo all that much. Whereas if you're spamming helicopters and you're spamming, getting a whole bunch of kills and you're absolutely goated, you're going to be needing a lot more ammo. So that's why you run that fully loaded class as well. And that's also helpful as well, because when you come back from the gulag, say for example, you're just getting absolutely beamed and you're coming back from the gulag, you could just drop straight in, grab your fully loaded class, no worries. Now, I recommend running an AR as well that you're super comfortable with, or something that's kind of meta. There's not really a meta at the moment. The FAMAS, the FFAR, is actually pretty overpowered, so I guess you could say that's the meta. So as you can see here, we're looking at the rotation. So we can see guys top block. So we want to be rotating early. If we didn't rotate early, then we would have gotten killed by this team on the left as well. So it's just something you need to be careful of as well. Quads is all about rotation. Teams that have better rotations and teams that have rotation, power position, and better gunplay, obviously, you're going to win the gunfight if you've got better gunplay, but are always going to run the better rotation. So if you guys don't necessarily have the best gunplay, that's fine. But just if you get better positioning and better rotations, then you're probably more likely to win the gunfight as well. Because it doesn't matter how good the enemy player is. If you're in a better power position, they've got to run across gas. There's no way that they're going to win that fight unless they're absolutely cracked or they're hacking. As as you can see in this gameplay as well, we actually run into our hacker, which absolutely destroys me, but we still managed to get the win. So as you can see here, get the assist. I think I get the second guy. Yeah. Mounted with the Bruin, that guy stood no chance. I mean, I definitely should have gotten that first kill as well, but my shots were kind of a bit off as well. I think as well, for some reason, my aim down sight setting had changed from 0.66 to 1. So I think my aim is a little bit off there. And I'm also kind of new to PC, so that's also why my aim is a little bit off. Now, this portable cover was actually unintentional, but it also made it extremely toxic, so I'm not super phased. I think I killed this guy. Yeah, no, I got the assist. Okay, so as you can see at the moment, we're kind of on the edge of the gas. We're just waiting for teams to rotate inwards. At this stage, in my mind, what I'm thinking we need to get across the river, over through to bottom red and also to gas as well. Just seeing what these guys are running, see if I can get a little bit of extra ammo, and wondering why we destroyed them so quickly. He had a Growl and an FFAR, so using the same ammo type, which is a big no-no. I never run the same ammo type on my weapons. I see a lot of people running like, the Growl and the FFAR, like that guy was there as well. Or, the FFAR and the DMR when that was a thing. So we can see this helicopter here. It's obviously going to be an easy kill because he has to jump out. He's super close to us. He's running over through to the left. So this is an easy kill for me. Like there's literally no way this guy was ever going to get out of that alive. Unless he, maybe like put his parachute to kind of through to, if you put your parachute from that to through to the left-hand side or the right-hand side, you'll actually glide further. But with the full squad here, there's no way that he's going to be able to get that kill. So as you can see here, in just a second, we come across through to our hacking friendo, which really annoyed me. If you guys hack, please don't. Obviously, Infinity Ward said that, and I'm getting beamed here, and then I was like, okay, that guy was cracking me a little bit too much. So we managed to down one of them. Cathedral goes down as well. This guy's on the ridge line. I'm kind of peeking. Get a couple of armor tags. If you're getting armor tag, don't keep peeking. I did notice that guy over through to the left actually, and I'm like, okay, that was just a really decent shot. And I was like, okay, what's this guy have? And I was like, okay, pretty sure this guy's hacking. Watch the insane quickscope. 1, 2, yeah, see you later. That's what happens. That's what happens if you play a lot of quads, if you play a lot of trios, you get an insane amount of hackers, bro. But we still managed to get the regain, and we still managed to win this game. So just watch the rest of the gameplay just to see how we get that regain and how I get my 100th win. Put it in the comment section below, actually. What was your favorite guys' gulag? Also, do you prefer the older gulag or also through the new gulag? Let me know down below. Also, let me know how many wins you have, guys, as well, so I can help you out there. If you're struggling to get your first win, let me know. I can put a video out on that, tips and tricks on how to get your very first win. That could be very helpful for you guys as well in terms of getting through to 1 to 10 to 50 to 100 wins as well. Getting your first 10 to 50 wins, heck, even getting your first win can be extremely hard. Especially if you don't know the mechanics of a battle royale, especially if you've never played a battle royale before. So we're two teammates down. Biff is in the gulag as well, so it's not looking good for us at the moment. Trying to see what the best option here, best regain is. Now, if there's a heli or if there's a big Bertha, as you can see here, would recommend getting a most wanted if you're comfortable with kind of running around the map for 3 minutes. You will probably get teams hunting you down if you're, if you've got sweaty lobbies or if you find that your KD is kind of in the better than average. So like a diamond lobby in this game is like a 1.2. So if you have over a 1.2, you will be getting in sweatier lobbies. I mean, if you've got like a 0.7, you're probably getting in the lowest skilled bracket of lobby, but above a 1.2 is considered an above average player in this game. So I have a 1.82 at the moment, I think. I've been getting absolutely destroyed in quads recently, man. It's been absolutely rough. The last 2 nights that I've been playing, I've pretty much been playing most of the night, like, from like 6 p.m. until like 1 or 2 in the morning. I haven't got a single win, man. I've been struggling hard. It's been rough. I don't know what's going on. I think there has been issues with hackers. 1 to 2 kills, and like I usually average like 4 to 6 kills a game. Like my average kills is 4, but that is also when I did a lot of solos as well. But I average probably like on a good game, I'd get like 10 to 15 kills on a win. So as you can see here, Biff's got the most wanted for another minute and 46 seconds. So he's just got to kind of wait it out. I'm just kind of sitting here waiting, giving him comms about where the best position could be to go. So I guess, there's nothing really much you can do against a hacker. Like, there's nothing really that I'm looking back on this gameplay that I can see and go, I should have probably done something different. Now, obviously, if I was out of position, if I lost my gunfight as well, there's other stuff that I could do to mitigate that, to better my gameplay. I could go into Kovac and improve my aim and improve my tracking and stuff like that. Or I could lower or up my sensitivity. That type of stuff to kind of just get that real balance that, you can be able to kill your enemies. That's something as well that you want to fiddle around with if you're new to BR sensitivity. You got to make sure that there's something that's fast enough so you can whip around through to the enemies. Also something that's slow enough with your ADS and also your mouse sensitivity as well if you're playing on PC, that you can actually get onto the target and actually kill them. So I play my settings at the moment. I play on a 1200 DPI with a 2.8, I think, at the moment. I'm kind of playing around with that as well because I'm still new to PC. Also, as well, I play on a 0.66 low zoom and medium zoom to be able to snap on those enemies with snipers and with ARs and stuff like that. So we don't have much longer on the bounty. We've got 21 seconds. The loadout drop is probably going to be coming within the next minute or so. So that's also really good timing for our squad. I don't think if that loadout drop came that we would have had a chance of winning, but you could see that there's guys actually right next to him. So I was kind of worried that, he would get beamed out of the Bertha, but we're all back in the game now, all four of us. So we're kind of hanging in the air for a little bit. So we end up dropping in on the hill somehow. I was very surprised that there wasn't guys camping this hill already. So there was a lot of guys that were doing late rotations in this game, which is I'm very thankful for. Because if there wasn't doing guys late rotation and there was a squad here, that would have been the end of the game for us. Wouldn't have gotten to the 100th win, and I wouldn't be uploading this to YouTube at the moment. So I'm kind of hanging in the air as much as I can. If you guys want to also be aware that there's going to be a loadout drop at the end of the first circle, so that's around like 20 seconds, and also the beginning of the 5th circle. So if you guys didn't know that, and you're just spawning in your squad, make sure that you're sitting in the air waiting for the loadout drop to come down as well, as long as you can. Obviously, if there's hackers or if there's crack guys are going to shoot you out of the sky, but make sure you're hanging in the air for as long as you possibly can to get that regain, which is where that fully loaded class comes in handy, like I mentioned before. I honestly thought there would be guys already sitting on this hilltop here, over through to the right, or rotating in. But so you can see there's a lone ATV here. Literally no reason for us to push that at all. That's just going to get us destroyed. He could have been going through to a full squad. He could have had his loadout already. He could have been really good. He could, as soon as we started shooting at him or even following him, he could have turned around, killed all four of us. Easy beams. See you later. That's it for the game. So as you can see here, we're kind of just waiting for the loadout. Comes in at that 5th zone of 40 seconds. Right near the Bertha, so it's not too bad, but this is also a risky play as well. If you're wanting that regain though, and you're wanting to get that win, I would recommend just kind of risking it for the biscuit, going for the loadout, getting your loadout, and then pushing the enemy there. You spawn in with 2 plates, so you're obviously going to lose gunfights if they have full plates as well. But if you already have someone in your team that's already in with more plates, just get the plates off of them. You'll have the full plates that you're needing to win the game. So I grabbed my MP7 class here with fully loaded. Now, for some reason, I don't know why I've changed it now, but for some reason I have the default MP7 with the terrible iron sights. You can get a couple of the MP7 on MP5. You can get a couple of the MP7 blueprints that are obviously going to fare better for you. So as you can see here, we're just kind of playing edge of zone. Make sure you don't go first through to the left, otherwise you're going to die from the combat area. I really don't know why they put it this, on the ridge, I guess to kind of stop campers from sitting up top. We can see that there's a guy shooting here on the radar. He's underneath us. Tag this guy a little bit. I don't have the weapon to be able to rush this gunfight, so I'm kind of sticking back, seeing there's going to be anyone running from the left or through to the right. That's something you don't want to be doing. If you don't have the weapon for it, don't engage. Like, if I just went full balls into there and kind of rushed that guy, I would have died, but Biff still had his Bruin, so easy beams. Tango managed to have a plate here, which didn't really come in clutch, but obviously plates are going to be helpful. I say to the team here that it's 4v2, so it's us versus 2 other guys. So at this stage, I was worried that there was going to be the hacker on the enemy team, and I was like, oh no man, there's no way that we're going to win this. Hacker's on the enemy team. He's just going to come through with his car and quickscope all 4 of us. That's going to be the end of the match. I'm going to have to go for another game for my 100th win. So you can see here in just a moment, we managed to get the dub, which is sick. So basically, we're just trying to get different angles so they don't come up, you know, from behind us or also from in front of us. So I'm just letting the guys know, if you see a sniper glint, boys, it's all over, because the guy that killed me had a Car 98, managed to completely destroy us and send us all through to the gulag. So I'm just trying to peek on the left and also through to the right to see if this guy's coming in. So overall, in this gameplay, when I'm running it back, it's not really many mistakes that I can see personally myself. If I ran a lot of the other games back that I did last night and the night before, I probably would have been able to see a lot of mistakes that us in the squad are doing. I find a lot of my quads gameplay as well, I tend to get too kill hungry, push a squad of 2 or 3, and then I don't manage to get down. So if you can't come in with 2 to 3 people, make sure you don't push a squad. Make sure you don't push guys, so in case you might die. So as you can see, I could see a guy down here, end up trying to shoot him, get the W, 100th win, boys. Anyway, guys, that'll be it for the video. Hope you enjoyed this gameplay. Let me know if you want to see more breakdown analysis. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe for future Warzone videos and for zombies, and also for future Cold War challenge guides. I'll see you guys in the next video. Take care and peace.